There are two things: how do you make individual employees more productive, and then how do we automate business processes so that there's no need for like tedious work, and employees can up-level themselves and do even more with our solution.
Hello everyone, this is your host Jasleen Khanuja at the Science and Innovation Conference at Stanford University. The Thrive 2026 conference has a lot of learned people, and joining us right now is Vish. He's from IIT Delhi and he has co-founded a company called Glean, and he's also the CTO there. The company is based in Palo Alto in California. Welcome to YoIndiaTV with me, Jasleen Khanuja. First of all, how's the feel here at Thrive 2026?
It's really awesome. Pleasure to be here, and it was great listening to perspectives from around the world, around governance and how to deploy AI responsibly in the country.
Very core of it is being able to connect to all your enterprise systems, being able to understand all your permissions and governance policies, and be able to having the AI be involved in the sandbox which enforces that level of governance. Now, the next part of that though is AI operates on data, and in this case, the data is your company's knowledge, IP, like the crown jewels of how you work, right? So now, where does that data live? Oftentimes, and this is where global considerations come in play. Like companies often want the data to be in their firewall and not go somewhere in the cloud where they can be hacked. Right? Furthermore, there are various restrictions. For example, in various regions of the world, you don't want the data to leave data centers in that particular region. So these are conditions that apply to your data, but it also applies to any training that happens. Like whenever you send, whenever your AI takes your data and sends it to the LLM for processing, then the question comes: is there zero data retention? Is the LLM actually training on your company secrets? And will the next model be include the training data for the next model include that information? So that's a very important thing for you to ensure when you think about AI systems that operate on your company.
I believe your company has integrated artificial intelligence with the enterprise level search. So tell me a little more about the concept and how have you tested for the hallucinogenic effects?
Yeah, so one of the things so there are several aspects of rolling out AI in an enterprise. I think part of it is data governance, data security, that is paramount. The other thing is user trust. As you said, AI hallucinates. We make sure that all our answers, all the information is grounded in data. So everything that the AI answers, you'll be able to click on citations which tell you which company articles, knowledge articles the answer is based on. So with that, the user can actually go and make sure that whatever the AI is synthesizing, it's actually backed by hard data coming from authoritative articles in the company.
Your company's knowledge is everywhere. That means finding answers to your questions can seem impossible, even when you know the information's out there. What if you could have all the knowledge you need right when you need it? Glean searches across all your company's apps to help you find exactly what you're looking for and discover the things you should know. With powerful deep learning deployed across all your content, people, and interactions, Glean understands your company's enterprise knowledge graph to bring you the exact information you need. Glean uses large semantic language models to understand natural language queries. And by automatically learning your company's unique language, its acronyms, synonyms, and corporate jargon, results are personalized to you. based on who you are, what you're working on, and who you're working with. Glean also uses generative AI grounded in your company's own trusted knowledge model to deliver real answers, in search results, or wherever you're working. The result? Search that truly understands you and what you're looking for.
How do you integrate or how do you incorporate the roles and privileges or role-based privileges when a user makes a search?
Yeah, so that is very important. Like all the knowledge in your company, you typically have access control, which determines who can see a piece of content, and the AI has to respect that piece of content. So in Glean, what we do is when we understand the content in your enterprise systems, we also understand all the permissions and who is allowed to see what piece. And we enforce that at the deepest level of the architecture in Glean. And so whenever a user is actually asked the Glean AI a question, it only uses all the information the user is authorized to see in the source systems when coming up with the answer.
Glean enforces the same permissions as your data sources, so your teammates only see what they're allowed to access.
It's also important that the right solution is really designed to help everybody at work. If you think about your organization, you probably have many departments, but within each department, there are many, many different roles. In marketing, for example, we have people that write content, we have people that drive into data. They may use AI in their jobs in completely different ways.
With a platform as powerful and intuitive as Glean, everyone on your team is empowered to do their best work.
I believe that any data which is more algorithmic in nature will have lesser chances of hallucinogenic effect. But in case of an enterprise level search, which is totally, I think, document based, as you mentioned, I mean, there shouldn't be any probability of hallucinogenic effect. Would you agree that there is 0% hallucinogenic effect?
No, I think, search by itself doesn't have, does not do hallucination, but search itself is, matter of when you enter a query, then you need to show the answers that are most relevant to the query. So that's not like a clear cut thing. It depends on who the person asking the question is, what kind of, documents they prefer to see. So in that sense, it is not an objective answer. It's not like 2 + 2 = 4, right? So it basically is what is the most relevant set of documents that the user was likely to be interested in for this query. But that said, there is no hallucination at that level. But once you feed the relevant documents to the LLM and ask the LLM to synthesize an answer based on those documents, that's when the chance of hallucination can happen.
Let's show you a little bit of what Glean can do. When you open a new browser tab to do work, Glean is right there for you, the ideal place to start just about anything at work. You can of course start with a simple search like company roadmap, let's say. This is a pretty easy one. Glean takes you right to it. But I don't want to read all these roadmap documents to understand a simple question from my customer. Let's ask, say, what features has Glean shipped in the past quarter? As Glean searches, you can see all the data sources to the right where Glean is pulling information from. Document repositories, Slack, messaging, the support and CRM systems, pretty much everywhere. In this case, not only do you get the search results, but Glean Assistant provides a summary right here at the top, answering your question directly. Each part of its response is fully referenceable, so you can check your work and browse over to each of these sources to learn more.
Are there any tools, particularly for the finance and accounts department, that have been replaced due to the presence of this special AI in your company?
So I think what we try to do is we try to make the employees more productive, right? So that we are able to connect to their existing systems like finance systems or sales systems and so on, and then be able to perform actions on their behalf. So they are able to get more things done more easily, right? On the other hand, we work with companies to automate their business processes. So there may be like departmental processes which can be automated, and so there we work with that's where we focus. So there are two things: how do you make individual employees more productive, and then how do we automate business processes so that there's no need for like tedious work, and employees can up-level themselves and do even more with our solution.
Glean can find information, analyze it, understand it, and create summaries, generate content, and even automate tasks, all combining the power of world knowledge with company data. One of the great things about Glean is it uses both internal and external sources. So it takes advantage of course, as we've talked about, the knowledge inside your company, 100 plus connected applications. It also has the full training of the LLMs it uses, so it knows everything about world knowledge that's out there. We've just added the ability for it to pinpoint specific information on the web via external links, so you can narrow in on exactly what you want out there. And sometimes, if you're just working with a given file, it's easier to provide that. So we also allow you to upload a file you're working on and focus the knowledge right on that.
Have you extended your product to any external customers?
External customers, as in
Outside of Glean, who are the companies if they are using your enterprise-based product?
So we sell to other enterprises. So we have a lot of customers in the Global 2000 who use Glean. Mm-hmm. In addition, we also have partnerships with other companies so that the Glean technology can be integrated into other surfaces, right? For example, in Zoom and so on.
What's your final words to all the viewers of YoIndiaTV?
No, this is a time of this is an exciting time. Like as people have said, this is things are moving even faster than when the internet came. So this is a great time we are living through exciting times, and it's what I would say is start using these technologies and figure out where the limits are and try to see how you can change the work that you are doing using AI.
Are you planning to extend the AI presence to beyond your company, meaning for external functions?
So Glean is primarily focused on workplace productivity. So for making employees do their knowledge work more productively. So that is our primary focus. We also have some we allow companies to expose some of their external support using AI, but that's not the core focus of Glean. Yeah.
Wonderful. Thanks for your time in speaking with YoIndiaTV. All the very best.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.